Hey,
How's it going?
good. How are you?
Good.
I like your living room.
Thank you.
Is that behind you? Is that like a loft or like our hallway?
It's upstairs, yes. Yes.
Oh,
So one of the things that made us fall in love with this house 5 years ago was all the sunlight, which I kind of closed the curtains because it's like weird to have the neighbors watch you do yoga, like I'm just like, and I'm closing. But
is
yeah.
that to the front yard?
Yes. Yeah, this way is towards the front of my house. So. And
Oh.
the bars in the back, I painted during this time, and like the handlebar. I
That's
have my front
cool.
door that same color too. Oh, hold on.
I love that color.
Where am I at? Can you see that? Sorry. I'm like, I'm not used to. So I did the door, like it was just white. So I did that over last Memorial Day, and I had the paint sitting around. So I like did the banisters and then that little accent
That's super cool.
Saturday. So
I like it.
yeah.
Fun,
Good job today.
fun touches. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That was a great chat. What did you think?
I liked it a lot. I know that you've been attending more of those, certainly, but it was definitely more dynamic and fun than I was expecting. So.
She is a great speaker, and I was so glad to hear. I didn't know that she's going to be doing more of those.
Yeah.
It sounds like, but she's not dental related, but she's worked a lot with our association, and she's just really engaging. I like the polls and things that she did to interact with everybody.
I was just thinking we could use the Facebook poll on our page. Did you see that detail? Some people are doing Facebook polls on their Facebook page.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I mean, if we're sending to members, we could do SurveyMonkey, but apparently there's already a feature.
Oh.
So I remember scribbling that down because I know we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do.
Polls. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of a whirlwind of different things. And when I followed up with Kelsey and with Peggy afterward, I was like, it's really beneficial to see also what other states are doing. We can learn so much from each other, and I'm happy to share, what works, what doesn't so far that I know of. And I did share that script with them, so they're gonna, I guess, send that out to everybody that participate. And you know what I thought of as I was after the fact, I thought, it would have been really fun to invite that whole group. There were about 100 people. It would have been fun to invite them to this meeting today, just so that, like,
I see.
So that might have been just to see, what we've been doing,
how it runs,
and it runs. But then I thought about it too late.
Yeah. You could always send the YouTube channel because a lot of them have been recorded.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Question quickly before other people hop on. I haven't heard back from Teresa in Selmo about which Tuesday she can do. Obviously, a lot of people are really concerned about the PPE thing. Maybe we can chat after, but I just want to figure out next Tuesday.
Sure, we can do that. It's interesting you haven't heard from her, because I know that she was excited to be able to help.
I think
she's like
Alyssa and her have been really busy doing, figuring out the letter campaign. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mandy. Hi, is it Chris and Sarah?
Hi there.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hey, Sarah. I'm just going by what our names are showing up here, which I see my name is definitely not Colorado, so I'm going to change that to Amy. Siri. There we go. And Larice, welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sarah, have you joined us before on any of the?
I have not.
Awesome. I was going to say,
This is my first time.
I didn't recognize the name. Welcome. Glad you can join us. Where are you calling in from?
Denver, or Lakewood, I should say.
Oh my goodness. My husband is pounding. Hold on. I'm going to mute.
Amy's husband is doing a basement remodel project right now, just in case people are wondering.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully. He's like, it should only be for a second. I don't know. I can't keep up with what's going on down there. And is it Chris Funk?
It's actually Karis Funk, but it's under my husband Chris's account. So
Karis and Chris. That's awesome.
Yep. One letter different. So yeah, it's a little confusing.
That's cool though. I like that. Well, welcome. Is this your first session too?
Yes, it is.
Beautiful.
Welcome.
Where are you calling in from?
Highlands Ranch.
From Highlands Ranch, just up the road. I'll be going there actually to visit my mom later today. So
nice.
Yes, thank you to our members.
And Larice, I don't know if I remember where you're located at.
I'm in Denver also. I actually work at the dental school at CU, but I live in Denver.
Cool. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, we have 2 more people waiting. Let's see. Candace and Jen. Admit. Still.
How are the students holding up, Larice?
It's been challenging. I think just a lot of uncertainty. Our 4th years who didn't get to take boards and will not have a graduation are obviously taking it the hardest. And they were pretty much done with their classroom activities. So been a lot of sitting around and trying to figure out how they're going to get a license and how things are going to work for them. So I think they're the most stressed about this, but certainly it's been a huge change for everyone. All of our classes are now in Zoom sessions, and we're trying to figure out how to maintain some level of clinical content without any patients or without actually being in the building. So it's been interesting, but it's good. And we anticipate, I don't know, we'll see what happens with all this stuff, but hopefully some return to maybe our sim clinics hopefully soon. So we'll see.
Can I have a bullet open on my iPad and get some games off of my?
Hey, Becky. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Sorry, my husband's gone this afternoon, so I've got kids all over me.
All over you every
So.
day.
Yeah, yoga is not going to happen.
That's the truth, huh?
Yeah.
And let's see, is it Sarah? Sarah Tanner?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, how are you? Is this your first session with us?
It is, yes, and I'm looking forward to getting more involved and be of help of service that I can.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing news. But Sarah, thank you so much, first of all, for joining us today. Lots of new people. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy.
Good. Yeah.
And of course, let's see, I see Mendy. Is that Mendy Wacker, I'm assuming?
Yes, Mindy Wacker, but I've like kids crawling all over me and stuff, so I'm trying to keep it muted.
The theme of the afternoon. Children.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Mendy. Mendy is a past board officer with us. She was our treasurer while I was president, so super exciting to have you, Mendy.
Oh, thanks for having all of us, Amy.
Yeah, you're welcome. And let's see, Jen? Oh, yes, you've been on before. Welcome back.
Thank you. I just came in from mowing the lawn, so.
Ah, this will be a good wind down for you. Hopefully. Let's see. Ooh, we have lots of people signing in. Let's get everybody in here and we will get rolling.
And I'm going to just briefly say for Amy, if anybody is looking to get more involved other than just kind of consuming the content we're putting out there, email membership@codha.org and we'll let you know how you can join up and help out.
Our shameless pitch, always, right, Val?
We got to let people know, you know.
Well, that's
we're here and we certainly need help and love new ideas. So.
The more the merrier.
Join.
That is the truth. We have a couple of more people signing in here, but we will. Looks like there are a few more connecting to audio. I won't be able to go through everybody. It looks like to do introductions, but seriously, welcome and hello to the new people. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. My name is Amy Rezvani. I am the current chair for membership for the association. Past president, 2016, I was president, and my heart is with the members though. That's something I've been loving helping out with for the past 2 years. So I hope you all are having a good week. Give me like a thumbs up if we're having a good week. Okay, I see some sideways thumbs. I see some mostly thumbs up. I'm glad to hear. Hey, Isabella. Oh, look.
Hi.
This is so exciting. Lots of people. Good. I'm glad you are having a good week. Are you drinking water? Please drink lots of water. Okay. We have to stay hydrated out there. We can't forget about this. But as Val said, we are here for you. We are here to support you. We are here to advocate for you as our members. And we thank you seriously for being a member. But yeah, if you want to get involved, if you want to help out, if you just want to learn more kind of about how we do what we do, this is the email address.
And then I'm going to also throw out our website that shows you all the information to direct executive orders, information from the sources, www.codha.org/COVID-19 /. And we have our current president, Becky Comstead, on here to give us an update at the beginning here.
All right, so Lisa's also on, the president-elect, and she might have a little bit more than I do, but unfortunately we don't have the answers everybody wants. We're still waiting to hear, hopefully from the CDC, with some more recommendations, and not just the interim recommendations that still recommend that we postpone elective treatment. And the ADHA just sent out a campaign to write to governors, kind of just asking for the postponement of elective things still until all the PPE stuff can be sorted out. And if you guys haven't, I really would encourage you to watch the CDA's webinar from yesterday. It answers so many questions, and yes, it's an hour and a half. You can just sort of have it on the background. I was doing dishes and, you know, different stuff listening to it, but just all the questions that everybody has, you know, about counterfeit PPE. What if we don't have the N95 masks? Do they have to be fitted? You know, can we do procedures even if we don't have the appropriate PPE? Just all those things. And it's from, you know, the CDA, so the dentist, and they're referencing a lot of the CDC and ADA stuff. So it's really great information for you and should really help empower you guys to really take information to your doctors and know what is reasonable to expect. So essentially kind of what they were saying is we'll have to wear head coverings, booties, gowns, obviously gloves, either the fitted N95 mask or level 3 with a face shield. Is that everything, Lisa? And then high vac with any kind of aerosol generating procedure. You know, exams might look different because if the doctor comes in, like they have to kind of dress down from the one procedure to go into the next. And so, you know, here in Colorado, I feel like we're really set up well to kind of do more of our own exams. And we can generally submit billing for like a, what is it, the 10120? I haven't thought about codes for a while.
It's all of them except for comp exams.
Okay, yes. Um,
As far as I know, unless someone knows differently, limiteds, periodics, perio exams, just not comprehensive exams.
that's what I'm thinking. That sounds right. So some of that we can do, you know, and also with cameras, I was going to propose to my docs that, you know, I'll take pictures, obviously if there's x-rays, you know, but anything that needs to be looked at, like I'll probably just have them do as much of the exam outside of the room as possible. So we'll see. I mean, you guys definitely have a voice, but definitely watch that to kind of really know what the expectations are and what's fair to ask your boss. And
Yeah.
the CDA is definitely
CDA is
advocating
gonna-
for proper PPE. Sorry, what, Lisa?
And they're really advocating for us too. I was happy to hear them in the town hall from yesterday that they put on before the governor announced the new order, or the expiration really of the existing order, that they acknowledged and mentioned the very high risk that hygienists have.
Yes.
CODHA is working on some of our own statements backing up the CDC's interim guidance that they offered. That's really what CDA appears to be basing their guidance off, is the current guidelines that the CDC has. We unfortunately cannot guarantee that the CDC is going to come out with new interim guidance before Monday. However, I think it's really important that all hygienists know that they have a voice, and you can voice your voice to your employer. You're protected. I know it's a scary thing, but it is something that I personally think is important, and I think from what we're hearing from members that most people feel the same. If you do not feel, and you know that you are not being provided with adequate PPE and other guidelines, it's not just about what you're wearing. It's also about the flow and the change. We're going to have to be innovative and come up with new processes. Our usual flow of patients, you know, one after the other, in and out of every room in the office, is just not going to be a reality until we have things like rapid chairside testing and a vaccine. And this isn't just going to be a month long. This is going to change things for a while. So I don't say those things to be scary, but to be honest, because I feel like a lot of times there are rosy pictures being painted for us when the facts don't always tell us that that's the reality that we're going to have. So we all have a license, and we also have a responsibility to our patients, and we have a liability that we carry for ourselves. So I really encourage anyone to, you know, just have solace in the fact that you are a healthcare provider and you are important, and don't let that be taken away from you by the person that writes your paycheck.
And I'm going to also jump in here and say, Alyssa has posted form letters that were taken from the ADHA campaign to both Governor Polis and the DORA board. There's been some issues with something they posted on their website where hygienists were listed under one order, but it wasn't in the direct verbiage of the order. That's kind of beside the point. The point is, look at the form letter. It spells out our concerns about testing, our concerns about protection for our patients and ourselves.
Hey, go to the link I just sent you on your email. Colorado Dental Hygiene Association is doing a meeting on Zoom.
I'm sorry. Oh, somebody else isn't muted. In any case, go to that same COVID webpage. You will get the form letters there, and the email addresses that you can send to have your voice heard are there. They literally, in any legislature, but certainly now, numbers really count. And so they will take a tally our representatives, the governor, et cetera, whatever assistant is looking at that email will say, hey, this many Colorado hygienists said this, right? And obviously the governor is very data driven if you've listened to the press conferences. So our numbers matter, and including those who aren't CODHA members. You know, obviously you would need to change the letter, but this is why the association is important. And, you know, those orders affect all hygienists, whether you're a member or not. So please spread the word.
Thank you for that. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for that, Belle. And Lisa, did you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. My mind's kind of a rattling, racing mess today, but if I think of something else, I will share it. But
yeah.
I will tell you that CODHA we're working hard for you guys. It's time to rally together, I think.
I think you're absolutely right. Never a better time, actually.
And big thank yous to Alyssa, Becky, and Lisa for the leadership here. We appreciate you, and we see you.
Thank you. You guys are rocking.
Virtual hugs, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. I love you. And I see Dr. Prasaran has jumped on to lead us in some yoga. We will follow up at the end with some more kind of general conversation, maybe answer some questions and that. But for about the next 30 minutes, I would like to turn it over to our guest. Dr. Prasaran is a dentist that I've worked with. She is absolutely wonderful. And on the side, she does quite a bit of yoga instructing. So we're glad to have her back for the second round. And thank you so much for coming to help us out today, Dr. P.
Yeah, of course. It's my pleasure. How's everybody doing? Good? Hanging in there?
I think we're trying to hang in there. Yeah.
My husband and I were just chatting. We're like, we feel like there's finally maybe an end in sight, which feels good. So hopefully you guys are all hanging in there. I know we're excited to be back, but to be back safely. So hopefully we figure it all out. But with that, I do want to get us kind of out of thinking so much about all this and kind of give us a little mental and physical break with a little bit of moving meditation or yoga. Tried to make it a little bit more beginner. The last time I was moving pretty quickly. And so, yeah, we'll do a little beginner flow. Let's go ahead. And if you have your space, we'll start in child's pose. I'll do as much of it as I can. The one thing I will say is I don't know how the mirroring works here, so just try to listen if I'm saying right or left, and I'll make sure I guide you guys well. So we'll meet in child's pose. You'll bring your knees out wide, your big toes together to touch, and Amy's a great example too. Fingers forward, and just go ahead and rest your forehead on your mat space. Begin by taking a deep breath in through your nose, fill up. Audible exhale out your mouth, let it go. Yeah, I really want you to take these next few moments here to ground down, to kind of scan your body, your mind, and see what you need here. So start to let your breath slow and start to let your body fill with ease. Walk your fingertips closer towards the front of your space. And maybe let your hips melt closer towards your heels. Rock your forehead side to side on the mat. And just kind of start to ask yourself, what do you need here today? Maybe it's grounding, maybe it's energy. For all of us, it's a little bit different. Tune into what this time, these next 30 minutes will mean for you. Take 2 more breaths on your own. Fill up, and then exhale out your mouth with an open jaw, relax. Another deep breath in, even bigger breath out. On your next inhale, come to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly low, squeeze your shoulder blades together and reach your heart forward. Nice, exhale, cat pose. Round and curl your spine. Pull your chin in towards your chest and pull your shoulder blades apart. 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose, belly low, heart high. Exhale, cat, round and curl, chin to chest. Last time, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Now inhale, find a neutral tabletop. Lift your right arm towards the sky. Maybe circle out your wrist a few times. Yeah, just open up through your shoulder. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. So you're gonna bring your arm underneath your torso and let your temple touch the ground. Just feeling an opening in the back of your shoulder. Try to square your hips to the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, press into your palm, lift your hand up towards the sky. Exhale, neutral tabletop. We'll switch it out. Inhale, reach your opposite arm towards the sky. Breathe in. Start to roll out your wrist here. Yeah, open up through your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Draw your temple towards the ground. Let your shoulder rest. And just slow your breath. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Press your palm into the ground. Inhale, reach your arm up towards the sky. Exhale, neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes under and then exhale, downward facing dog. Start to pedal your feet out here. Drop one heel down and then the other. Start to feel that opening in the back of your legs. And then on your own time, find stillness. Find a slight bend in your knees so that you can pull your hips up closer towards the sky. Press into the L shape of your palm, so your thumb and your first finger. And then allow your chest to melt closer towards your thighs. Inhale, come up to your tippy toes. Feel a stretch in your feet. Exhale, release your heels back towards the ground. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, baby steps to the top of your space for ragdoll pose. Find a big bend in your knees and walk your feet wider than your mat, wider than hip width distance. And then bring opposite hand to opposite elbow crease. Just sway side to side here. So this is about releasing tension in your lower back. Really bend your knees and just let anything drift off your head right here to the ground. Release your hands to the ground. Place your left palm in between your feet. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Bend your left knee. Feel that opening. Breathe in. Exhale, switch it out. Right palm between your feet. Inhale, lift your left palm up towards the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Inhale, slowly rise up. And then draw your hands to heart center. Take a moment here, maybe close your eyes, and take a moment to set that intention, something that you saw in the beginning of class, maybe feeling energy, feeling more grounded. What do you need right here? Think of one word, one phrase. Inhale, breathe that word in. Exhale, let it go. Nice, we'll flow. Drop your hands down towards the sides of your legs. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, mountain pose. Pause and breathe. I'm gonna come down here so you guys can see me. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Rotate your pinky fingers towards the back of your space. Now, interlace your palms, your fingers together. Palms reach towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, side body stretch to your right. Relax your shoulders down your back. Feel that stretch in your left side body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side body stretch up and over towards your left. Again, melt your shoulder blades back into their sockets and feel that stretch in your right side body. Inhale, back to center. Let go of your fingers. Exhale, back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and open through your heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause here. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your torso is parallel to the ground and engage through your core. Inhale. Exhale, high plank and hold. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips in line with your shoulders. Always option to drop down onto your knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll flow that 2 times breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up tall. Exhale, side body stretch to your right. Nice. Inhale, mountain pose. You can choose that interlace swing version. Exhale, side body stretch to your left. Inhale, back to center. Release your hands. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, high plank and pause. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time through, inhale, look forward. Exhale, top of space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up tall. Option, interlace your palms. Exhale, side body stretch to your right. So nice. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, take it to your left. Feel the length. Inhale, mountain pose. Release your hands. Exhale, back bend. Let it feel good. Nice. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, pause here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to feel the changes in your body. Maybe thoughts in your breath, in your mind. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Inhale, exhale, downward or low lunge. So step your feet through your hands. Stay here for a moment. Stack your right knee over your right ankle. And then move into warrior 2 pose. So you'll place your left foot on the ground so that it's parallel with the short edge of your mat. And then you'll spiral open warrior 2. In warrior 2 pose, your front 5 toes are facing forward. And then your back toes are facing the short edge of your mat. Nice. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Now imagine somebody's pulling your forward arm, reach forward, and then exhale, extended warrior. Heels arch alignment in your feet still. You're still bending that front knee, but now your back arm is reaching up. You can press your bottom arm into your leg to maybe twist your torso up towards the sky. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay low in your legs, but reach up and then back with your arms. Feel that length in your side body. Feel the strength and the grounding in your legs. Breathe in. Exhale, windmill down, high plank, pause here. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. So nice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's go to the other side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Place your foot between your palms. Again, take a moment here to find length and strength in your back leg and engage through your left glute. Inhale, warrior 2. So again, your front knee is bent 90 degrees and your front toes are facing the front of your mat. Your back foot is parallel with the short edge of your mat and you're pressing into the outer edge of your foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sit 1 inch deeper. Nice. Inhale, hinge your torso forward as if someone's pulling on your front arm. And then tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12. Rotate your heart towards the sky. Continue to feel that length all the way from the outside edge of your right foot through your fingers. Stay low in your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your arm up and back. Melt your left shoulder away from your ear. See if you can get lower in your legs. Yeah, find that strength. So nice. Breathe in. Exhale, high plank, pause. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill up. Exhale out your mouth, let it go. So we're gonna flow that 1 time breath to movement. So we'll move a little quicker, but you'll just go through the same poses we did before. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Seal your back foot down. Inhale, warrior two. You got it. Exhale, extended side angle. Lean forward and tick-tock your arms. Stay low in your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, high plank. Cartwheel your arms down. We'll meet in high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Great. Exhale, low lunge. Seal your back foot down. Inhale, warrior two. Lean forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Find length in your side bodies. Exhale, cartwheel down, high plank. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a rich, deep breath in. Exhale, let something go. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, top of space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time we're gonna come into chair pose. So literally like you're sitting in a chair, you're gonna drop your hips low and then reach your arms up towards the sky. So really building that strength, that heat in your thighs. If you're ever looking for a little bit of motivation, just think of that one thing that brought you to class to show up for yourself today. Deep breath in. Exhale, airplane your arms. So you're gonna bring your fingertips back towards your space. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then draw your heart forward. So everyone locate your right leg. Inhale, one leg Savasana. So you're gonna root down in your right leg. You're gonna lift your left leg tall. Take a moment here, find your balance, find your grounding. Option to stay here or option to move to figure four. So if you want a little bit more advanced, a little bit more hip opening, your left ankle will come over your right knee. You'll bend your right leg, keeping your chest lifted, and you'll just kind of do a one-legged squat with that left hip opening. So strong. Breathe here. Take a moment to find that grounding, that energy, that space that you came here for. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. When we inhale, one leg Tadasana. Woo, you got it, nice. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. So you sit back low in your hips and bring your hips up. Let's do the other side, you got it. Inhale, one leg Tadasana, root down into your left leg. Draw your right leg high, take a deep breath in. Option to stay here or option to come into figure four. Right ankle crosses over left knee. Come down slow into your left leg. Remember, if you fall out, no big deal. You can get right back in. Sit low in your hips, press into your palms, and lift your chest up. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. Last time, chair with airplane arms. See how low you can sit. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands come together, forward fold. Yeah, shake your legs out, shake your head out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ball pose. So you're gonna draw your heels up towards your glutes, bend your knees, forehead comes in towards your knees. Yeah, so just a little ball. Release in the upper back. Breathe in. Exhale, come on down through to a seat. Extend your legs long in front of you. Supine, forward fold. So find a slight bend in your knees. Reach your arms overhead towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. And then reach forward, 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 as if someone's pulling on your hands. Inhale here. Option if you'd like to round down. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Find some release in your neck. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Reach your fingertips forward using your core strength. Inhale back to center. And then bending your knees, a little bit of core. Slowly lower down onto your back. We're gonna come into legs up the wall. So just draw your legs, your heels, over your glutes, and just kind of find that spot where they effortlessly wave in the sky. If you've been having any trouble sleeping, I know I have been, this is a great posture to take. Kind of reset everything. You can put your legs against the wall. Just find that space right in your body. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, draw your knees to center. Give yourself a little hug. So we took supine figure, or we took figure 4 on our standing. Now we're gonna take it on our back. So draw your right ankle over your left knee. You can stay here, or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can wrap your hands around the back of your left thigh and draw your thigh in closer towards your chest. If you want even deeper, you can use your right elbow to push your right knee forward. They say our hips hold a lot of energy, a lot of emotion. If you've been sitting all day, you'll be feeling this as well. So just take those moments here to find that opening, that space in your right outer hip. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. One more, inhale. Exhale. We'll switch it out. Draw your left ankle across your right knee. And then you can find a similar variation as you did on the other side, whatever lets you find similar sensation. So maybe you pull your thigh in close towards your chest. Maybe use your left elbow as leverage to push your left knee away from your body. Really allow your breath to slow here. Allow your body to start to relax, to let go. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale your knees to center, happy baby pose. So you'll grab the outside edges of your feet or your shins or the backs of your legs. The most important thing is if you feel like your butt's lifting, you want your butt on the ground. So just allow yourself to grab whatever is accessible. Yeah, maybe you sway side to side. You can extend one leg out and then the other. Just find that stillness. We'll take a twist. So draw your knees into center. Extend your right leg long. Hug your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Really use this motion, inhale, to give your right side body a massage. Your ascending colon, really good for digestion here. So really pull your knee in towards your body, up towards your shoulder. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, twist. Draw your right knee towards the left side of your space. Stack your hips and then melt your right shoulder onto the ground. Gaze can fall wherever is comfortable. With every inhale breath, find length in your spine. And then every exhale breath, allow gravity to pull you closer towards the ground. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale your knees back to center. Give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. And then switch it out. Extend your right leg long. Hug your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Give this side the same amount of energy, of love. So now we're massaging our descending colon, pulling our left knee in towards our left shoulder. Take a deep breath in, fill up. Exhale, gently let your knee fall over towards the right side of your space. Again, melt your left shoulder onto the mat. Head, gaze falls wherever is comfortable. So here we're physically twisting, but allow yourself to emotionally, mentally twist out, rinse out anything that no longer serves you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale your knees back to center, and then draw your forehead in to meet your knees. Give yourself a big, big hug. Take a moment to thank your body, your mind for showing up, for doing all that it does. And tell yourself something kind right here. We all need it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release, final Shavasana. Final Shavasana is our final resting pose. You extend your legs out long. Let your toes splay out. Melt your shoulders down into the mat. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Close your eyes and just let go of everything here. Let go of the breath. Let go of any thoughts. Take this time to surrender. You deserve it. I'll pull you out in just a moment. Begin to bring awareness back into your body, first through your breath. Start with an inhale through your nose, fill up. And exhale, let it go. Bring tiny movements in your fingers and into your toes. Maybe you take your thumb pad and touch every finger pad one by one. Let that energy roll into your wrists, into your ankles, up your arms and your legs. And maybe you reach your arms overhead as if waking up for the first time today. Find that deep body stretch. Take a moment, feel the new energy, the new lightness, the new grounding. Roll over onto your favorite side using your bicep as a pillow. And take a moment here to come back to that intention, that one thing that you identified that you needed at the beginning of class, and know that you've cultivated that and you have the ability to carry that with you through the rest of your day, and that you can always find it just simply with your breath. And next inhale, press to a comfortable seated position. Hands at heart center. You can keep your eyes closed. Roll your shoulder blades back. Find a tall spine. And we'll take one final breath together. Let's start by exhaling out all our air. Take a deep breath and fill up. Hold at the top for 3. Hold for 2. Take a tiny sip just for you. Exhale, release, let it go. Draw your thumbs to third eye center. Bowing forward, we say namaste. Namaste. Thanks, guys, so much.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Dr. P.
Thank you so, so much. That was wonderful.
Yay, I'm so glad. Everybody definitely needs to take some time to breathe and move. So hopefully you guys are all taking care, and I'm happy to be here whenever you need.
We so appreciate that. Yes, we need to take time to breathe and move. And I reminded everyone at the beginning, drink water. So, yes, awesome. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. I appreciate you very, very much, Dr. P.
Of course.
For doing all this.
All of you, stay safe.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right. How's everyone feeling?
Good.
I feel very relaxed. I don't know about you guys, but
yeah.
Does anybody want to share their word of intent that they set for themselves?
Oh boy. to
I'll share
read it?
Go for it,
Mine
Lisa.
is more than one word. It was you got this.
You got this.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep. I love it. Yeah. No rules. More than one word. That's okay. I like the mantra. Who calm. Somebody wrote in the chat box here. Calm. That was mine too. Anybody else want to share?
Mine was just stay healthy.
What was that, Jen?
It was just stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Amen.
And then Ina was saying something. Tell me if I said your name right. Go ahead.
Yes. I just said breathe in and breathe out.
Uh-huh. Yep. Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much for doing all this.
Oh, of course. Of course. I just wanted to hold up again. This is the email address.
Uh-huh.
Membership@codha.org. Val was telling us at the beginning, if you want to help out, get involved, see what's going on with the association, why we do and how we do what we're doing. I'd love to chat with you and connect you with other people that are movers and shakers. We all are, but we'd love to have you. Like I said, the more the merrier. Lots of different people have lots of different ideas, and it's really powerful when all those things come together. So, so we are going to continue these 4 p.m. on Tuesday Zoom meetings, just like this, for sort of the foreseeable future, likely through May. Sort of just be on the lookout. That day and time may change, likely not for the next couple of weeks, but you can plan ahead for the next few Tuesdays anyway. We, at this time, do not have our speaker completely confirmed for next Tuesday, but we will have a good session of something exciting for you all to come back next Tuesday at 4 p.m. But before we round out here, I wanted to see if I think Becky is no longer, I don't see Becky any longer. See if Lisa or Val had any closing thoughts, and then also if anybody had any burning questions about anything that we talked about already today.
Yeah, I'll jump in a little bit. Again, we don't know specifically which speaker we're going to have next week, but we are going to start to do more virtual offerings even after this time, when we're kind of in our transition, whatever that looks like, back to work or semi-normal. So look for that email if that's how you heard about it this time. Great. If you know folks who are members who are not getting our emails, they need to check which email ADHA has on file for them, because that's what we have access to. So if you haven't logged in and checked to make sure your contact information is up to date, then chances are you're not getting our emails. So please spread the word about that. And we're happy to have you all here participating.
All right. That's great. Will do. Do you know by any chance when kind of we're planning to go back to works? Are there any sorry, my dog started to bark. Oh! Be quiet.
Sounds like my dog. They do that all the time. You're asking when generally people are going back to work. Is that what you're asking?
Right.
Okay, so I would reference our website.
Okay.
The official order from Governor Polis has changed from the stay at home to safer at home.
Right.
Part of the campaign I mentioned earlier was to urge Polis and DORA to make more specific recommendations. Technically, the last CDC guideline was suspend elective treatment until further notice, and they have not made an official statement after that point. That was a long time ago, it seems, in terms of what we've been living day to day. I know the ADA has released new guidelines, which are also linked on our webpage for more than just emergency treatment. And I know my doctors are referencing that, but we're not opening next week because the CDC has not offered official guidelines. Now, part of the letter writing campaign is to urge Governor Polis or DORA to make that part of statute, because right now the statute that's in place is our normal OSHA for bloodborne pathogens. So part of the push to get people to know this is a major concern, the governor and Dora, is that we know that there's counterfeit PPE out there. We know that not everybody has the correct PPE to be safe or for our patients to be safe. And so unfortunately, and I don't think this is the majority, but there are some offices out there that are going to go back regardless of those concerns. And we hear those concerns, and there is something you can do about that. Certainly be honest and discuss with your employer, but be part of that voice that we have for the letter writing campaign. Because until it's statute, it's not statute, it's not law, right? But still a safety concern. So
Right.
if Amy or Lisa wants to jump in on that, but that's how I would sum that up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I think you did a really good job summing that up, Val. That's definitely a big concern that we're hearing from members and non-members who are dental hygienists in our state. And I'm sure ADHA is hearing that across the country, and that's why they have started their campaign for hygienists to the letter writing campaign to their governors. So I would definitely recommend that everyone take a look at CDA's website. They are offering their official guidance geared towards the interim CDC guidelines for COVID-19. And ADA has some guidance. So even though maybe things are not in our statute, you're still running a risk if you're practicing without the appropriate practice managements in place. I mean, that would be my concern, aside from your health, which is by far the most important. Hygienists in particular are even higher risk because of the aerosols that we produce. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. And I don't think anyone should feel that they need to take that lightly. It's, we're officially, if you're not following appropriate aerosol PPE, the CDC has deemed us not just high risk, very high risk for exposure to COVID-19. And the biggest dilemma we have is the asymptomaticness of the spread of the virus. If we go simply off of symptoms, it would be much easier to determine if we're safe to see patients in our standard protocols, but that's just not the reality of it. So if we're going to practice assuming that everyone is a suspected case, then we have to follow those proper protocols until there are other things like testing put in place that we can do chairside before we see our patients.
That makes sense. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes.
If I can add something, just to share my experience, just 5 minutes before meeting with you guys, I had a phone call from my employer. I work for the nonprofit organization, but it's like 3 clinics altogether, so it kind of has a sense of corporate. But anyways, the phone call was that we probably will start working soon, and they estimate that it's either from April 30 to May 5, but we will make a decision when we're going back to work. They think that they will have a PPE, but again, I work for the nonprofit. I'm pretty sure we will not have enough PPE available for us. And moreover, they just made a decision that we as hygienists will work without any aerosols. And scaling only, that's the solution.
Oh.
Yeah. Sounds very optimistic. That's why my mantra for the yoga was not to go insane.
But the other concern is, even if you're not using the ultrasonic, air waters create aerosols,
That's so many concerns.
Taking x-rays, moving inside the mouth. And even with a high evacuation section, I think Jen was on one of the calls and she educated me, that doesn't take care of all aerosols, right? And then how long does that stick around in the air? 3+ hours. So you know, we should be asking those questions about augmented scheduling, time in between patients, and we all individually need to protect our licenses. Like, yes, our employers are a big part of making decisions about what happens at the office and what the protocol is, but at the end of the day, we are responsible to protect our licenses and to protect our patients and ourselves. And so I want to emphasize that, because, okay, dental hygiene is not 100% self-governing at this point, but you have autonomy and ownership of your actions and informing those with facts. And I would highly suggest, if doctors aren't already looking at the direct sources, that you refer them to those as well, including the CDA town hall information.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you, Val, and that's why I value so much of all the information that CODHA and ADHA in general providing for us, because we learn a lot, and again, no one will advocate for us except for us ourselves. So thank you.
That's right.
That's right. And then the other thing that might be worth considering, and thank goodness I'm blessed with good employers, but if your employer needs a little bit of a push, say, hey, have you checked with your malpractice carrier? Mm-hmm. What conditions will your malpractice carrier cover you? What are you offering your employees if they get sick, even with the protocols? I mean, it's not 100% anyway. So just questions that are worth asking, for sure.
Very good point. Mm-hmm. Yes, we're going to have a meeting on Thursday, so I'm going to get ready with all my points of discussion.
And I feel like a lot of the people in the office, the assistants, the front desk, they don't know what to ask, or they don't feel empowered to ask. Mm-hmm. They might not have access to the resources that we do, or know how to read them. So it's important to be a voice in your office.
One of my friends sent the information, and sorry, I cannot recall where it came from. I think it was from government police, some sort of like a comments how can be open and what's the rules are to work proper, start working proper. And about hygienists, it was written that hygienists can work only with assistant with a high-speed suction.
Mm.
Yeah, so I can.
Yeah, I as far as I know, unless something came out recently, they haven't officially given any guidance.
I can grab my phone and I can check that just to know where it came from.
Yeah.
Let me, just 1 second. I'll grab it and I'll let you know.
So Lisa and Val, would it be possible to, make a video on our YouTube or on your guys' YouTube, whichever, or even like a Facebook, or add your YouTube to the Facebook on a lot of the stuff that you and Becky and Val talked about at the beginning of this session? Because I think that
we have
stuff, but we can't, if people are actually looking at you, then they're a lot of times paying more attention.
So CODHA has a YouTube channel, and I'm going to try to dig through it. It was in the April Explorer. It was at the bottom, and I should have listed it higher up. But all of these recorded videos are uploaded to CODHA's public-facing YouTube channel, and Alyssa does that. So this is being recorded. Our previous sessions are up there, and she's being really good at updating that. Let me dig in my email and try to find that YouTube link.
I'm looking right now for you.
And then have we attached those though to the Facebook page? Because so many dental assistants and hygienists are getting their information from Facebook. They're not necessarily going to the website, and I don't necessarily know why, but
I believe
are we
that
posting those?
I believe Alyssa has shared that we have a YouTube channel. I don't know how recently that was shared again, because that's pretty new. So maybe we could post it again.
I think what I'm trying to get us to do is post this video on our Facebook channel, and then on whatever, the Metro page, the Colorado Springs page, and so forth. But also potentially on some of these other pages like Dental Peeps and all these other things, because not everybody, goes to CODHA's Facebook page either. to get information. And I think the further we spread the word to those non-members, all, 4,000 of them, the better off we are going to be. Plus our letter writing campaign, can have more impact the more people we actually reach.
So Amy just posted the YouTube channel in the chat for those who are interested. I hear your concern, Teresa. I think there's a balance between wanting to share good information and also offering a benefit to our members over and above non-members. And so we're balancing that. Obviously, it's an unprecedented time. And so we've kind of erred on the side of sharing more rather than less. But the YouTube channel is in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm. So here's this, it's a www.smileperfect ... So here's contain all aerosol spray. Use rubber dam to contain spray. Dental hygienists should have a dental assistant help them, and use a high volume suction ejector for hygiene procedures. And here's also written who needs to get into the, so no parents, no anybody, only patients supposed to get into the office. So there's some sort of rules, and it's a lot of them. I don't know.
So I would refer directly to OSHA and ADA and official sources. I understand that there's a lot of postings and opinions, and certainly high evacuation suction is not a bad idea, certainly, even if we're not using ultrasonics. But we're trying to err on the side of official sources just to make sure. So yes, there's a lot being posted. I don't know the feasibility of hygiene having assistance in normal timeframes anyway. But yeah, high evacuation is a good idea. And I think spacing between patients and who's in the room is certainly going to look different and more of a new normal for sure.
One of the things that, Val, I was thinking as well is if we have something on the Facebook page in the different areas, one of the first lines that we can actually say on these videos is, this is what we've been doing for you, please join us or whatever. Because, ultimately, if we're only here for members and not the potential members, then that's, I don't know, I feel like that's saying something about.
Yeah, I mean, we are here for Hygienists of Colorado, right? That's part of our motto. And certainly the advocacy through our lobbyists affects all hygienists in the state, not just our members. So I hear you, Teresa. And we're distilling all of that and making our best judgment. But certainly all the videos and the chats that have been recorded are being uploaded to the YouTube channel that's in the chat right now. And I would certainly encourage you to share vital information about PPE and preventing infection spread with non-members. That's obviously important for everyone to be aware of.
It's the age-old debate is about what's the value of membership? How can we reach out to the potential members? And I think, having the recorded sessions that are available to whoever would like to use them, that's somewhere to start anyway. And with the membership chat today that we had with ADHA, we talked a lot about what is the value, are the virtual meetups and different things, being offered to members or not. And it's trial and error, I think, for some things at certain points. But I want to
welcome the sharing of any of our information with any hygienist, though, from our Facebook page to our website to YouTube. I mean, our Instagram, any of those things are obviously out there and shareable. So please share them with any other dental hygienists that you know. And I really would encourage you all to look at the CDA's videos. They are very informative. They are being very detailed at laying out kind of how to break down those CDC's interim guidelines right now, not just for PPE, like I said before, but just for overall flow and changes to practice. I mean, we really just have to think outside the box, be innovative, and be flexible, because things are not going to stay the same. That we're going to be in an influx period, and I anticipate that to be for some time. So we just need to make sure that we're flexible, but we are also taking care of ourselves and our patients. And just know that we're valuable. And I just want all hygienists to know too that your life and your health is valuable. So do not feel guilty for saying that you are not going to, partake in something if it's going to negatively affect your health. Even our current PPE guidelines protect us more than they protect our patients. They are there for the practitioner, for the healthcare providers. And we just need to keep that in mind. And we are high risk in this scenario. So it's not something that we should take lightly or be made to feel that we are taking, being overreactive in our concerns and our questions and our own recommendations. So just everybody keep that in mind. You are valuable. Your life, your health is valuable. And if you're not healthy, then you can't take care of your patients either. So it all circles back around.
That's true.
I missed the first a few minutes. Did Alyssa already send out the modified letter campaign for us to sign, or?
So that is available on our website. So if you go to the CODHA COVID page, which is at the beginning of the chat, if anyone needs to look for it again, there's an Action Now advocacy section from ADHA, but it's also specifically worded and was worked on by Becky and Alyssa, and I'm sure Lisa, for Governor Polis and for Dora.
Because I did send the letter that, and did the, actually even put in there, thank you very much for your time and all that kind of stuff on the one that was sent, I think, by ADHA. So that's not the same one, or is that the same one?
I believe it may be this. There are two actually. Okay. So Alyssa did put one on our website, and I believe she also shared the ADHA. So
okay,
I will say it doesn't hurt to send both. It's not going to hurt to send both. They're easy to send. Like Val said, the numbers and the amount of information and voices that the governor's receiving, that's definitely counting. As I would like to think that it always does, but especially now.
Yeah, and I'm trying to reach out to the Nurses Association again as well, so that they can also help support us, because since we don't have a union and they do, they kind of understand what we might be up against if there comes a problem.
And go ahead, Lisa.
I was just going to say too, like CODHA understands in the difficulty in acquiring PPE right now. And, we understand that's difficult for dental hygienists. It's difficult for dentists, for clinics, for public, for private practices. However, that doesn't mean that you just get to practice however you want, just because we can't get what we need. So again, that's where the innovation and the flexibility comes into play. We have to make some tough decisions that we're not used to having to make. So it's something important to keep in mind. We understand that it's not easy. Things are not normal, but it is the reality that we're in. So we've got to adapt.
And looking forward, part of those letters specifically mentions expanding the Practice Act to help with testing. So there is an order that includes dentists to expand the Practice Act for pinprick testing and swab testing for COVID, but it currently does not include hygienists in that order. So part of the letter writing campaign is to urge Polis and Dora to push for that, again, to allow more flexibility, feasibility. I think it's clearly within a reasonable level of our skill set given local anesthesia and independent practice already in this state, you know. So that's a part of looking forward that we're aware of and is in the letter and we're pushing for as well.
There we go. I was muted. Sorry, guys. A lot of good conversation, a lot of good questions. We're going to continue to work through this together. Like Lisa said, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. We got to understand that we need each other more this time than ever before. And again, I want to say thank you for showing up today, but also thank you for your membership. And I am looking forward to watching the CDA town hall. I've got it pulled up. I reposted it in the chat here if anybody needs it. I'm going to watch that later this evening and get myself caught up. And but from everything that I've heard, I'm excited to listen to that. And so thank you for sharing that. And please join us next week.
Yep, you'll probably get an email Monday as well for Tuesday. So
yep, we'll send a reminder on, yeah, thanks, Val. We'll send a reminder Monday with the link again, and who we'll have as a guest for that day. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.